All right, so this is part of the display that I have somewhat together. It doesn't look like that great when you're up close. It's more like the further away you are, it really looks amazing. The fact that I used that like silk silver or silk gray. Yeah, it was silk gray with just regular orange. You can see the silver kind of like stands out from different angles, and you can kind of like, I mean, it looks like real bricks because of the silver gray. But man, this thing was awesome. So the way it comes together is you pretty much just have to print three separate ones, so you can see one, two, three, and then they connect together. And then the same thing with this. So this is what we're printing two more of now. And then these are articulated, so you actually need this like stand thingy. So this part at the top is what keeps it from like moving. So if I lift this up a little bit, like see how it pops off? This is articulated. So this kind of just flaps. So that's why this is important, because this actually has these little grooves, and that's what these go on. And I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe you could glue it, but I'm not gonna glue it in case, like, whatever reason I want to have it off. But it just snaps right back in, really easy. Take a look at the finish. So remember how I was saying earlier in the video, we went with that circular top finish. Look how cool that looks. I mean, it's kind of hard to see because we don't have the best lighting, but right there, look at that. That's so awesome, right? It almost gives this like circular effect, especially with the silk. It's so shiny. Now, the other thing is we got, these are the stands. So this is kind of what keeps it standing up. And the way this works is it has these little grooves. So you're going to see this little groove in there? That is going to go actually in between the bricks, and it fits in there pretty well. So let's see if I can actually do this with one hand. It's probably going to be hard to do this with one hand because I'm recording. I got it on there. I just put my phone down for a second, but that is how it looks when it's standing up, and you can't see it because like you put it directly underneath of it, and because it's like the gray silver, so it's the same color, it blends in. So I mean, that's an awesome looking stand. And then all the figures that I'm going to print out as well, they go right here, and then they'll go here, and then they'll go at the top. But the other thing that goes with this, so this is the giant ladder, and this is going to hang from the side. So it hooks onto the top, and then it's going to be like this. So from the side. And then the little one right here is to kind of connect each area. So this would go here, connecting these two. So if you wanted to climb down from this one to there, and then this one would connect here for the second to, or the first to second one. All right, we are in Bambu Studio. I got to finish printing the rest of the Anty display for the little fire escape area. So because I have a H2D, what I did was I actually took the wall double and the wall below. I just kind of, in the wall top, I put all that on one plate. So I was able to print all of this with the H2D fairly cheap, fairly quickly, which is amazing. Now what I need to do is I need to print a couple more of these. I didn't realize I needed to print one of these for each area as the floor. So we are actually going to need two more of these, and then I'm going to need one more of these. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to need one more of these. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to clone this once. Hopefully we can fit all of this on the plate. We should. All right, so I think this is it. We need two more of those. I need two more of those. These go over top of this. All right, and this is going to be the pumpkin that's going to have the light in the middle, so it's supposed to be like a lamp. The thing is, I'm not using the typical recommended light fixture, and because I don't know how to do all that stuff. I tried to look into it. The light thing that it recommends is also kind of expensive, and so we're going to try and see if we can get away with just using the tea lights. Now, the issue we have is the fact that this thing is in the way, because I don't believe the tea light, the base of it, it's not going to fit right in this thing. Now we could see that it's kind of just in the way. So I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to just try and figure out to remove this with like a negative part or something. Or if I want to make this a little bit bigger and see if it'll just naturally kind of fit in if I make this bigger. I think if you make it like 150%, because it's bigger, the tea light base might actually fit in that middle. So I haven't decided what I want to do yet, but this is the orange part, and then this is the part that is the glow gut. And this one's a little bit, I don't want to say difficult, but you got to do a few little special tricks in the settings and stuff. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do this regular orange, and then this part, which is the part that's supposed to be thin, like a vase is supposed to be thin, because this is the part that's supposed to glow. I'm actually going to try and use orange translucent filament. So it's going to be orange, but it's going to be like see-through kind of. So I'm hoping that'll help and make it, give it a cool effect. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start printing this up, and we'll see, and I'll check in if this works or not. So they are finally done. This is the last remaining parts that we needed for the Anty display. And then on the X1C, the regular Maxx. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta tell you guys what I named them. So the H2D is King Maxx. The X1C is just regular Maxx. This was the first Bambu Lab printer I got. And then over there, the A1 is Maxx Junior. So this is the pumpkin lamp that we're going to use the tea light in instead. So let me see how this came out. Let's bust this bad boy out. So it looks pretty good. We got a little bit of stringing. This is brand new filament, and I didn't dry it out from Sunlu. Now, remember, I was wondering what I would do with that middle part. I went ahead and I added a negative to remove it, because the original file has this, you can see, kind of still see it, but the original file has it really big to fit the little, God, I don't even know what it's called, the little lamp thingy, and then it runs through out here the actual like cable. So I figure I'll just keep that in case somebody wants to put a cable or lamp or light or whatever they want to do. But originally when they buy it, it'll come with just the tea light for now. And we'll see how that works out. A closer examination on this so you can kind of see some things I want to point out. On the bottom, we got the really cool star effects. That is from the build plate we used. Just a nice little extra feature that I could probably show some potential customers that might sway their interest in buying this or not. So the plate is this one right here. Starry one. I got a bunch of different ones of the textured ones. I also got the carbon fiber one. I got another one that has a different design on it. But right here you can see this was from STL Flicks. Now it prints like this, so it's got really, really like crazy overhangs, right? So on all of their models, they usually tell you like how to slice it. They give you like suggestions and stuff. They said you don't need to use supports, but they said that you can see that it would probably be a little bit rough around the edges, and you can kind of see right there it is rough right there because I didn't use any supports because it printed like this. So I'm not sure if that's something that's really going to be concerning. Once I put it together, I'll see. I mean, it's going to be like this. This is the front of it. That's, you know, on the back side of it, the inside of it. So no one's really going to even see that. So I don't see that even being a concern, really. So I don't think there's really needs for supports. So I think that's passable. And then for the other one printed like this, and again, it has a little bit of an overhang, but no supports were needed, and this came out perfect as well. All right, ladies and gents, we got the other two railing thingies on there, whatever you want to call them, the floors, the porches, the balconies. But man, oh man, that finish looks so nice with the circular finish. So shiny. All right, now we got to put the finishing touches on the ladders. We got this ladder, this ladder. So this long ladder right here is going to go on this side. So it's going to hook right there. And it's going to look like that. It's kind of like a fire escape right there. So if somebody's at the top, they can just make a quick way down. And then we got these two short ones, so we can kind of put this one right here in case somebody wants to go from the second floor to the first floor. And then you also got this one where we could put it like this. So I don't know how I like it. I don't know if I like it like this or if I put it like this instead. I think I like that better. Yeah, I think I like that better just because you have this, you know, long one right here from the top all the way to the bottom, and having this one right next to that one kind of like, I don't know, makes it look weird. I think this is the setup. Yeah, I think this is like the ideal setup right here. Have this to the side like that. And I mean, you could, if you wanted to, theoretically put this over here too. I mean, you could have it like that. I mean, there's just so many cool different like possibilities. You can just kind of do whatever you want. But I definitely want to look into printing out some things for the windows. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I do have sticker paper that you can print on. I've done it before with miniatures, where I made miniatures that I 3D printed, and then I, like for a computer screen, there was one for Rainbow Six Siege, the board game. It was a computer screen. I painted it, and then I went ahead and I printed out a little picture to put on the computer screen. And because it's a sticker, I just stuck into the computer screen, and it looked really cool. It's kind of buried, so I can't really show you right now. If I have a picture, I can find a picture on my phone, I'll edit it into the video. But I did a bunch of little miniatures like that. But I think that would be cool to put a little picture, like, or you know what I mean, in the window, so it looks like there's kind of like a background scene. But man, oh man, that is it. Looks pretty awesome. Now we got to start printing the little creature guys, the Antys, and putting them in their little home. An update for the pumpkin. I'm going to show the pumpkin in the next video because I still got to print the other thing. I want to get this video done and out because I know this video is running a little long. I don't want to have like super long videos. I want to try and keep them under 10 minutes. So we'll do an update in the next video for the pumpkin. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching the video. Like and sub. Peace.